Tonight, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New Orleans Saints
and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Again, everyone, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
On first down, Shields. And incomplete to open things up.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Shields. Eluded, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Shields. Going up top for Miller. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Anthony. He completes it to Jones.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Saints had 5-8, 3 games under 500. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Anthony. Out route. He finds his man. It's Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. Heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
A look at the numbers a week ago for Lindsey. 11 carries, 56 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Shields. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 73 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Looking to throw. Anthony. Jones has it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Anthony. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
They'll run. This is Holmes.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
They'll run with Holmes.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
From the gun on 3rd down, Anthony. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Saints have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. A 10-play drive that time, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Shields. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Shields. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Throwing on 1st down. Shields throwing right, and that's complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give up the middle to Lindsey. Down to about the 22 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Lindsey. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. This will be the 8th play of the drive here, 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Shields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. 4th down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
To throw on 2nd down, Anthony. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Off the play fake. Shields.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing to start the drive, Anthony. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack.
Kayvon Thibodeau, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Anthony. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Anthony going right side here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Off play action. Anthony. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6.
And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. On the carry, it's Holmes.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead.
So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Point after try forthcoming. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
Throwing to start the drive. Shields.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Shields. They'll find Lindsey here.
And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints 29. A 3rd field goal in the 1st half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Here's a give up the middle. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Shields. And he will find his man on the outside.
And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Shields.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Shields. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. And he's got it. Touchdown Raiders. From 8 yards out.
And the Raiders have come back to make it a 2-point game. CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Now the extra point. And this is up and good. It brings them within a point now. It's 14-13. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Anthony caught by Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Anthony looking downfield for Jones.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Anthony. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw. Anthony.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Shields.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Shields.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On 1st down, Shields. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go now. Stretch the eagle. Stretch the eagle.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Shields toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
To throw on 2nd down. Shields. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. From 6 yards away.
And the Raiders have retaken the lead.
And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
A try here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. That time, a 9-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun, Anthony. Being nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Now for the point after. And the lead is now 13. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
On 1st and 10, Anthony. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Anthony. Holmes has got it complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on 1st down. Anthony. Over the middle, it's Holmes.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the...
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So the late touchdown there, and that certainly changes things as we move toward halftime.
Yeah, and there's a potential for things to change even more because, remember, they get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they can potentially double up here and take the lead. A great opportunity for them.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
To throw on second down, Anthony. And Jones has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Here's Holmes. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Off play action. Anthony is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. A big play there. 54 yards.
And the Saints are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because of just what you described. They ran it the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving. And he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Looking to throw on second down. Shields. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Operating from the gun. Shields.
Got a man complete to Miller. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On first down, Shields. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Shields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Here's the option going left on second down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Shields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Well, field goal gets you the lead, and they're in range, but they're not looking to settle for 3. They're thinking 6. That's a nice throw there on 3rd down to keep the chains moving.
On 1st and 10, Shields escaping the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. To throw on 2nd down. Shields finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Looking to throw. Shields. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Anthony. And he's got his man on the out route. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Throwing to start the drive. Shields on the right side. This is Miller. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Looking to throw. Shields. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is the absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From the 6. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is up to 14. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Anthony. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A run now with Holmes. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Anthony. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On first down, Holmes. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Second down at 5.
Operating from the gun, Anthony. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Holmes, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. To throw on second down, Anthony. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. On third down, Henley. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Up the middle they go. Holmes. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
51 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun, Anthony. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Saints are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Come on. Hey, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Looking to throw on second down. Shields. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. On third down, Shields. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
On 2nd down now, it's Holmes, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Anthony looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holmes. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're still going to have to go for it after that play, and I'm not sure that the running game is going to be a part of what they have to do on 4th down now.
From this far out, you wouldn't think so. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Shields. He'll bite. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Operating from the gun, Shields. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Anthony. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake, Anthony. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33. Now a handoff up the middle. Holmes. And able to get this to the 31. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Anthony. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
On second down, it's Holmes, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Up the middle they go. Henley, and he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing, the team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed.
Las Vegas's offense back out there ready to go.
They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift, that takeaway. Even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
From the gun on 3rd down. Shields. High throw, but the catch is made.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Throwing on 1st down. Shields throwing middle, and it's complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Shields. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Now a handoff looking right. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Shields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Back to throw. Shields.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. On first down, Anthony. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Anthony. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Anthony. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. Operating from the gun, Anthony. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
To throw on 2nd down, Anthony. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. This complete to Jones. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now.
This is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger, but remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. A graduate of the Naval Academy, and back then you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. And the Raiders have just about sewn up this football game. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a second interception of the ball game.
And partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
The Raiders offense ready to go.
And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. On second down now, Peoples, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they will take a knee here.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a 1-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Las Vegas,
they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Saints, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.